What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Emily Talks. Let's talk about it. So I am posting more military related information on my TikTok. So if you want to follow me on my TikTok, it is D Jumps and Stuff, which I will leave it here. And I will also leave it in the description box below. So if you want to check it out to see basically what I'm talking about in regards to some of the things that I'm talking about in this video today, you will have more of an understanding. So I posted a video in regards to SFAB and how SFAB offer, $5,000 and you get a special skill identifier and you don't have to stay in the barracks. So that's what today's video will be about. So if you are interested, then please make sure you stay tuned and you watch to the end. So before I get started and jump into this video, all comments are welcomed. But I don't really address negativity. And I'm not trying to say that some of the comments are negative. I just won't entertain if I feel like a message or a comment is taken out of context. I probably won't respond to it only because I am professional at all times. I try to make sure I'm professional at all times because I am the face of the military. I am active duty, and I just don't want to be approached or somebody come say something to me about, certain things I were said as far as like comments. So if you feel like what I'm saying is incorrect and you want to address it, please feel free to comment down below. That is completely fine. And I will just give you a quick example of what was said. Just one example. If you read through the comments and you identify or know what I'm talking about or know who I'm talking about, or just in general, if you read through some of the comments, you will see that I didn't respond or I didn't like it or whatever the case. But for example, someone said, oh, instead of receiving BAH by joining SFAB as an E5, I'll just get married. Hey, kudos to you. If you want to get married just to receive BAH and it's a contract marriage, or if it's your family member, because somebody even said, I'll just marry my cousin. Really, you gonna marry your cousin? Okay, cool, got it. Then by all means, go ahead. Someone also said, or I could just receive BAH by joining or being active guard reserve. You can absolutely go that route as well. I am speaking only for active duty soldiers. Again, I will not be responding to comments that are being made in regards to things that don't make sense for me. If they make sense for you, and if you want to encourage that behavior as far as in, hey, in order for you to receive BH, just get married. Just do a contract marriage. Or hey, in order to receive BH, do this and do that. Then by all means do it. Now, in regards to the Active Guard Reserve, you can receive BAH, but that's a whole different program. So I'm not going to speak on AGR because again, that's a whole different process. I don't want to speak on something that I'm not 100% sure about. The only thing that I do know is that if you are AGR, you will receive BAH. And that's all I know in regards to the topic that was being discussed on TikTok. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video in regards to SFAB, and I will try to answer some of the questions that you listed below. But I am waiting to hit 1K, and once I hit 1K, I will start doing live videos in regards to some of the things that I'm talking about. For example, SFAB or being a warrant officer, submitting your packet, who to contact, who to talk to, which SFAB locations are available, of that sort. So I will be going live on my TikTok once I hit 1K. So if you're not following, please go follow D Jumps and Stuff on TikTok right now and help your girl reach 1K. Okay, so in regards to some of the questions that I caught and that I would like to discuss for everybody to know, I'm going to discuss them here. Again, leave your comments. So one of the questions was, do you have to be airborne to join SFAB? The answer is no, you do not have to be airborne. I know first and second are, it seems like they are airborne units, or it may require you to go airborne, but they do not. It just so happens that Airborne school is at Fort Benning, which is first SFAB, and second SFAB that is located at Fort Bragg is a part of the 82nd, division, the 82nd Airborne Division. Okay, so a lot of the units on Bragg are airborne, and those soldiers, are airborne, so they are jumping. But in regards to going airborne and needing to be airborne, that's not a requirement to join SFAB. You can absolutely join SFAB without being airborne. The second question is, what MOSs do SFAB take? Now, I'm not going to list these MOSs in a specific order, and I don't know all of the MOSs for like the medic or like for EOD or fires. I don't. If that's your MOS, then that applies to you, right? So I know that SFAB takes 11 series, like 11 Bravos, but you have to be a staff sergeant promotable or above. They take 25 series, 35 series, they take 68 series, they take 92 series, 88 series, of course, EOD, fires. I think I already said intel. They take 42 series, which is human resources. So each team consists of 12. And on that team, you have all those MOSs, and then you have some onesies and twosies. They also take engineers. So if I were you, I would contact the SFAB recruiting team and see if they take your MOS, because there may be some positions that they need to fill, and you might just be like the sergeant major driver, or you might be doing something in regards to CBurn or whatever. It might just be an additional duty if they are short, but those are like the top MOSs that I just named. The 11 series, 25, 35, 92, 88, EOD, fires, engineer. And again, if you are not sure if they take your MOS before you even put in your packet or try to, reach out, just call them. Just call them up and be like, hey, do you take this MOS? Now, at the time, they might tell you no, that they don't, which doesn't make sense, because they should just tell you if they take that MOS or not. I have run into some soldiers that said, hey, I'm trying to join SFAB, but I was told that they do not, take my MOS. So I'm not sure, like, who, what I'm saying? Like, for example, a 92 Yankee or a 92 Alpha or a 92 Foxtrot or a 92 Golf, hey, they don't take my MOS. Now, it should have told you that, yes, we take your MOS, but we currently don't have any slots available for that MOS across, all of the SFABs. So I don't know if the soldier is talking to a recruiting team directly that's in SFAB that's telling them that no, they do not take their MOS, or if they're just hearing it through like third-party people that don't know anything about SFAB as far as like the MOS requirement. So for example, you might go up to a sergeant major that's not in SFAB or have never been in SFAB and be like, hey, sergeant major, can I go to SFAB if I'm a 92 Yankee or a 92 Golf? That sergeant major might be like, no, you can't go to SFAB. They don't have no DFAT. They don't have cooks over there. You know what I'm saying? You might hear it through somebody else. Just contact the recruiting team and they'll let you know. Again, if your MOS has been filled throughout every SFAB, they might just tell you, no, we don't take your MOS. Again, they shouldn't be telling you that. They should just be telling you that we don't have any slots available for your MOS. But yes, we do accept your MOS. All right. The next question that I thought was really hot was the $5,000 bonus and who can get it. So the $5,000 bonus only applies to specialist promotable through staff sergeant. So basically E4 through E6. And when you join SFAB as a specialist promotable, you're automatically, pen corporal. And then once you go to model, which is considered Cat C, you'll come back and you will pen sergeant, regardless if you have enough promotion points or not. That's an incentive. The 5K bonus does not apply for a sergeant first class and above. So if you are a sergeant major, a captain, a major, or whatever your rank is, if you are a sergeant first class and above, which is an E8, E9, whatever, then you will not be able to get the $5,000 bonus. Okay, so that was like a misinterpretation. That was just a misinterpretation because, comments and things on TikTok can really confuse people, and people will start, assuming and guessing without even knowing or, contacting the SFAB team or recruitment. Also, I'm not here to recruit anybody. I'm not a recruiter for SFAB. I just like giving out information because I'm here to help soldiers and I used to be in SFAB. Okay, in regards to another question is assessment and selection. So you have to go through a process and all of the requirements are on the actual page. You can't just, put in your packet and think that you're going to get selected. You have to go through the whole process. Is the process worth it? Yes, it is. Granted, you only get $75 extra. Pay is not as much as Airborne pay because I think you all get $150, but it's still money, extra money that you will be getting every month if you join SFAB and you make it through selection and assessment. All right. Another question that was asked was your special skill identifier and your ASI. Now, regardless if we have SRBs or ERBs or whatever the case, and we are doing IPSA, that special skill identifier can still be added to your records. That ASI can still be added to your records. I know for officers, we have AIM. So if I go into my AIM, I will see my special skill identifier. Like, it's basically like me reading my SRB. So I don't want people to think that just because we no longer have you know, ERBs, SRBs, and everything is through IPSA, that you still won't be able to have that special skill identifier or that ASI. The ASI will basically tell you what position you are holding. For example, me, I was a 92 Yankee, and mine said 92033 or 23, depending on, you know, what rank you're in and what slot you're sitting in. So you will still have that, okay? Another question was in regards to the ACFT. Do I have to take the ACFT or the APT? The APFT. You still have to take the ACFT. The ACFT is now in effect, and you have to just take the ACFT, okay? So take the ACFT and get that out of the way. It's basically like you taking your PT test, your APFT anyway. So yeah, that's the thing. When you go to selection and assessment, you will have to take an ACFT. Another question that I thought was hot was warrant officers. Are there warrant officers in SFAB? Yes, the warrant officers work in 6th Battalion because you have that SPO shop that is in 6th Battalion. So you have your maintenance tech, you have your ammo tech, you have your PBO. Your PBO don't work in the SPO though. But to answer that question, yes, there are warrant officers in SFAB. If you don't see them because you're in a different battalion, like 1st and 2nd, which are the infantry battalions, 3rd, which is the CAV, which is squadron, 4th, 5th, which is fires, engineer battalion, and then 6th, you know, then you won't see those warrant officers because you don't work with them directly. You will only see them if there's like a mission or training as far as like ammo and stuff like that. PBO, the 92 series, will deal with them directly in regards to like property, hand receipts, and stuff like that. So yes, there are warrant officers in SFAB. So I'm going to keep this video short. You know, again, I would like to answer more questions in regards to, you know, SFAB and becoming a warrant officer on my TikTok live. So if you want to follow me to help me reach 1K, instead of coming to my YouTube channel all the time to see if I'm posting or talking or updating or information or posting content or uploading a YouTube video, because it can be hard sometimes stopping what you're doing as a warrant officer, because now I'm a warrant officer. I'm a 920 Alpha property book technician. Then it's kind of hard for me to get on here and update or answer some of your questions. And so I thought it would be better, because there will be a lapse in time where 1 week I might not make a video or post a video on YouTube, or a month, or whatever my video might not be in regards to what I posted on TikTok or Instagram. And my Instagram is completely different, because my Instagram more so captures my personal side of things and how I am. So if you want to be able to get more information and see me go live and answer some of those questions, then follow my TikTok at DJumps and stuff. And again, I will leave that right here, and I'll leave it down below in the comment or the description box. And so thank you so much. I hope this helped someone out. I hope I was able to answer someone's questions. Until next time, this is Emily Talks. Let's talk about it. Peace.